Appreciate it. Last topic on the Browns, guys, then we'll move on, talk some Guardians. But Jimmy Haslam and Dee Haslam did their annual press conference from training camp yesterday, and the one thing that stood out was the stadium talk. And Jimmy essentially said the stadium options are down to two, renovating the current stadium downtown or building a dome in Brook Park. He is not going to pay for it himself, and he is not going to put it on the ballot. Jay, what say you to hearing Jimmy Haslam on the record and miss not the right word, but officially confirm those two things?
Jay already knew this.
Rich people do rich people things.
What are you talking about? Jay knew this.
None of this surprised me
At all.
He wants a free lunch at the taxpayers. I'm not going to put it on the ballot.
That's not going to be on the ballot. You don't get a vote.
So now he's telling us how all this is going to play out. Y'all just going to give me the money. I'm not even going to pull a gun out of my holster.
Nope.
You're just going to hand it over.
I'm not even going to go through
And I'm going to build a multi-billion-dollar empire where I control all the land, all of the commercial real estate, all of the dollars that flow through there. I'll get a chunk of every bit of it because it's my football team and I'm deciding to put it there. I would play the game of chicken, and I would say, cool, we'll renovate your stadium. You pay for it. We'll give you the dollars that we've committed to paying. There has been a changing of the momentum in these kinds of issues. He's not putting it on the ballot because he knows the gig is up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Asking hard-working, tax-paying Americans who are watching their dollars go less far and less far every single day to pay for a billionaire's free ride, those days are over. Those days are over. And quite frankly, and I'll be honest with you on this, I'm surprised they lasted as long as they did. That is a great hoodwink that American sports fans fell for in droves. But Kansas City, they're Super Bowl champs.
They said, hell no.
Not on our watch anymore.
We're
done.
Ain't paying for that.
We're done. And by the way, this is a guy that took hundreds of millions of his own money and invested in another sports franchise.
That's what got him. That's
what did it.
That's what got him.
You want to get rich in multiple venues, and you want the hardworking taxpayers of America or of this county or city to pay for your billion-dollar toy box? No.
He double dipped.
Those days are over.
He double dipped, and then they went out very quick and was like, "Hey, we didn't publicize what that was. The number got vague.
I know it did.
That number got vague quick as hell. They was like, it's 250. It's 3. It could be a higher. It's 340. No. We didn't. I'm like, bro, you did that. And the thing that's crazy, he did it in a size market that is comparable to Cleveland. So when we looking at it, we like, so that money that you invested there, you could have took that money, mixed it with the money that you said you're willing to put up for this one, and you would have had 3/4 of what you wanted.
You're almost there.
You're almost there, bro. So what are we talking about here? Like, he's not going to get that. He's not going to even put it
Not on our backs anymore. I think those days are over.
But what I will say is, we all know how this is going to work, right? That dome, one way or another.
He'll get what he wants.
It's going to be up at Brook Park.
But he's going to have to pay for it.
He's going to have to pay. And by the way, this is just what happens.
And he should pay for it, by the way.
Because listen, we've been doing trickle-down economics in this country forever. Mm-hmm. We give all the rich people tax breaks, but you're going to pay. You're going to pay. And hopefully, out of the kindness of their heart, it will trickle down. I'm wondering what he's playing for Pilot J. I know he ain't. I know he's not paying no crazy taxes on that. No billionaire is paying taxes because they do have businesses in all different places. So here's the thing: trickle it on down to us, Jimmy. It's your time to pick up the tab. You know you got it. You're not getting taxed like that, and you can't say you don't got the money. We just saw you.
G. Bush, you talk about picking up the tab. That's a great analogy because this is what this is akin to. A billionaire takes 100 Browns fans out to the restaurant of his choosing.
It's crazy.
The restaurant of his choosing.
This is crazy.
Okay?
This is crazy.
And we eat like kings. Prime rib, filet.
Starters. Oysters.
The starters, the wine, the champagne. The courses are flowing. Everybody's having a good time. And then Jimmy gets up from the marble room and says, y'all got this, right?
Right.
Hey, I enjoyed it. And walks out the front door. And we're sitting there going, oh my God. We wanted everything. And now we got to pay for it.
When it get to split,
No.
when you get to splitting them bottles of wine, Jay, it get real greasy in there.
Especially those 40-year-old bottles of wine.
Them old age joints, the ones that
The one they get off the top ladder shelf in a marble room.
Hashtag
with each rung they climb, it gets pricier and pricier.
Hashtag boat life.
That's like, if you think about it, that's
what
kind
he's
of
doing.
what's going on here. We get to enjoy the meal. We go to the games every Sunday. We get to enjoy the team. But the owner gets up and walks out, and we're going to pay for it.
And
we're already paying mightily for the ticket.
And the worst
now
part,
you want us to build the mansion you live and play in.
And the worst part about it is,
how did we do that for that long?
The worst part, we go and the menu don't got no prices on it, so we just pick it.
Oh, of course. And they'll say it's gonna cost $800 million, and the price tag always comes in at $1.2 billion.
Always.
Like, when do they come in and we're under budget? Never.
All the new stadiums are $1 billion.
And the thing of it is, if he wants to move it to Brook Park, his hand will be in every business that's around that stadium because he owns the land. So he's the landlord. So if Marble Room wants to put a Marble Room Brook Park, they're going to pay him a rent check every month. And so is every other business that's going to be on that land.
And he got it
This
free.
man's going to be wealthier beyond compare. Write the check. Build the stadium that you want. Build it. And we'll come. You know we're going to be there.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're also going to be there if it's right on the lakefront, too. We'll be there. We're going to go to the games wherever they're played. You want to get rich off of this mega complex, and you want us to pay for it. And even if it's not on the ballot, if the county pays for it and the state pays for it, where does that money come from? Your homeowner tax that you're now paying.
I don't even, and that go in escrow. I don't even like that. How you gonna make me put that in escrow right now?
So you got it when they need it.
So no, it's there. Don't. This ain't pay as you go. That's a whole nother thing.
But that really is that's a fair analogy.
Yeah.
He's asking to build this super complex on the backs of hardworking Clevelanders and Cuyahoga County residents, and that's nonsense. And he knows he can no longer put it up to our choice.
No,
because we're not dumb anymore.
Yeah.
We've wisened up to the hoodwink, to the scam that this was. I remember when they were building Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. I had just taken a job there as the local broadcaster for the ABC station there, and one of my colleagues and former great friend of mine, he's passed away, Chris Thomas, was the sportscaster at the NBC station. Chris was a thinking man. He was a brilliant, brilliant man. And I remember we were sharing pops one night after work, and he goes, "You going to call it Raymond James Stadium on the air?" And I go, "I mean, I guess we have to."
Right.
They sold the naming rights. He goes, "You understand that this stadium was built with citizens' tax money. There was an initiative on the ballot, and it passed, and all of our taxes went up. And then the owner of the team put a for sale sign on the name of the stadium that we built and we paid for, and they're getting millions of dollars every year from Raymond James. And so all of the idiot broadcasters at Fox and ESPN will say, 'Welcome to Raymond James Stadium,' and they're going to give them millions more dollars in free advertising." He goes, "The words Raymond James Stadium will never come out of my mouth on TV." So you know what he did? He called it SITS. Let's go out to SITS for the highlights. The Jets will be at SITS on Sunday. I'm like, what the hell is SITS? CITS. Citizen Investment Tax Stadium. And the Buccaneers hated it.
Of course they did.
And they tried to get the man fired.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said, how long did he keep his job?
Well, he was secure enough in his position. He was a very popular sportscaster.
Now, don't you do that.
They weren't going to try. No, not for the rookies. And I was young at the time, okay? I was like 32 years old. You know what he told me? He's like, "Crawford, don't get any wise ideas. You got a very bright future." Right. They will fire you in a minute. You call it SITS one time and your ass is out.
They both just looked at me like, "Earl."
He was close to the finish line.
He was leaning into the tape. And you know what he said? "I can get that off."
Don't do.
And he did it.
I got it. I won't do that.
And it was brilliant. It was brilliant because he was really the first person that I had ever talked to about this debacle, this scam, that really saw it for what it was. Mm-hmm. He's like, "Bro, the hardworking welder down at the shipyard, the guy busting tables in Ybor City, the guy busted his hump picking strawberries 12 hours a day in the field. They're building Glazer Stadium.
Can't even go to it.
Can't afford to go to it.
Can't even afford
And
it.
they've got no choice as to whether or not their taxes go to it. That's not Raymond James Stadium. That's the Citizen Investment Tax Stadium.
The NFL,
It was brilliant.
The NFL has done such a tremendous job of building a cult.
It is a cult.
That is.
You're
now,
right.
It is now like water. It doesn't matter how much water costs. You'll pay whatever you need to get that water because you're thirsty, and we are all thirsty.
We're thirsty.
Big
And
Nuggets.